Hey folks, this is Joe, Rogers, Arkansas gardener. Touching base with you. We got the other night. We got 5 1/4 inches of rain. We've only been in this house about a year and a half. Last year I got my garden in late. We didn't get that much rain. This year, with that 5 1/4 inches of rain, I realized what had happened. All the property to the south and southeast is my neighbors is all uphill, and what it does is it comes down and it runs across the garden. Didn't know how much it would do, but it was like a river in here the other day. I'm going to show you some pictures of some of the damage done. You can see, it just eroded the ground pretty good, and it's like a river coming where the wash through right there. And I had planted these peppers right through here, and this first one was laid over. Had to stand it back up, had to stand the other two up slightly, but the second one over actually got washed all the way down over to this stake and got wrapped around it, and I took it and put it back, and as you can see they're all doing pretty good. But it's literally like a river where it ran through here and just washed it all around. I lost one of my mammoth jalapenos here, and then I also lost both of my banana peppers. So, excuse me, I'll have to replant those. Uh, but everything else seems to be doing pretty good. The asparagus is starting to get some decent size to it. The gap is filling in. Something ate one of my spears off. I'm not sure what did. But the broccoli is doing real good. There's some of the heads are getting pretty good size to them now. But they're all doing real good, and it won't be much longer. Another 3-4 weeks or something like that. We'll be picking a bunch of good broccoli and cabbage. It's starting to form heads down inside there. And then, of course, the cauliflower, it's getting some decent size on some of them. Some of them not doing as good as others, which is normal. You'll find that some plants will do better than others for whatever reason. That's just Mother Nature doing her thing. Beets are coming off faster than we can eat them. Right here, you can see where it washed real bad right through here. It came across and came down and then cut through my row of broccoli and cabbage and all that. And you can see where it washed my dirt down off to the side over to my neighbor's fence and then down over to my fence. So I lost some of the dirt off the ground, but it's not the end of the world. It'll still be good. My tomatoes, some of them are not as healthy looking as others. They're blooming. But then now that one there is not doing quite as good. That one either. This one looks like it's doing good, but you can see that if it hadn't been for the tar paper, it probably would have washed this plant plumb away. And you can see there's one of my marigolds that got washed away. And then these plants here are looking good. And I actually have some tomatoes on the vine here and here. Those are early girls. They're a 45-day tomato, whereas most of your others are anywhere from usually 60 to 72, 84 days. Depends on the variety of tomato. But that's what Mother Nature can do to the garden. She can tear it up pretty good. Now my blackberries back here are starting to bloom. And all those little spots right that you see right there, all those little spots, those are all going to be blooms, and they'll all be blackberries. And they're just, you can see they're everywhere all over these things. So I want to have a lot of blackberries this year, it looks like. Worst problem I'll have to deal with will be the birds trying to eat them before I can pick them. I usually pick them early in the morning to keep the birds from getting to them. But anyway, that's what's going on. Just giving you an update, and I don't know if you can tell it looking, but everything that direction is uphill. The neighbor's yard, and then the neighbor back here behind me, all that water coming down the hill, and it comes right into my yard. So I'll have to figure out what to do on that and see what I can do to curb any future washouts like this, because that was very unexpected. But anyway, that's your update, and we'll talk to you later.